Save on roller derby skates at Sport Mart. The Roller Star is just $39.97. And save on indoor-outdoor gliders inline skates.
Sport Mart, all the way you play.
From the boat to the dock to River Oaks Toyota.
Toyota Warehouse, you've got 200 units.
No way, we can't handle that many.
Liquidate.
It's an instant liquidation with sacrifice reductions. Go beyond warehouse prices while you can. Camrys, $199 down or $179 a month. Save up to $5,000 on a Toyota. Corollas, $199 down or $129 a month. Get a liquidation price before it's too late. Take 159th East off the Calumet Expressway, Calumet City, or US 20 Michigan City. The River Oaks Toyota Warehouse. It's an instant liquidation.
Uh-oh, that's way back. Way back. Put it on the board. Upper deck for Pasqua. And it's a 3-1 ball game.
Tune in Wednesday when the Sox take on New York, live from the Grand Ole Ballpark, on your alternate cable system or on a delay on Sports Channel at 10 p.m. It's the Sox and the Yankees, Wednesday.
Grant the rebound, off to Pippen. Scotty coming back in transition, feeds Grant over Mahorn. Horace Grant will power jam, and the Bulls go up by 11. Scotty coming hard on the drive. Takes it all the way to the rack. Oh! Overboard!
What a power slam!
Pax fires it on ahead to Jordan. Michael Jordan on the drive, and Barkley.
Oh, boy!
The Bulls go up 10 with 6:29 left.
In the field events today, the Class A shot put was won by Robinson Jr. Mike Courtney with the throw of 59 feet, 2 1/4 inches, nearly 4 feet ahead of his runner-up, Greg Grote from Princeton, who was 55 feet, 10 1/2 inches. Dave Foster of Paxson was third. Alan Willison of KZ Westfield was fourth. As you see him react, Mike Courtney, as he hears the winning measurement, 59 feet, 2 1/4 inches. Meanwhile, in the Double-A shot put, Palatine friend senior Jeff Teach with the winning throw of 60 feet 1 inch as he beat Dana Howard of East St. Louis Senior by a couple of inches. Howard was second, Brian Miller of Marion third, Jason Alley of Centralia fourth, and Greg Wilkins of Chicago Vocational was fifth. In the Class A discus, Jim Nash, a senior from Whitehall North Green, had the winning throw of 163 feet 1 inch as Greg Grote of Princeton finished second, Eric Lang of Freeburg third, Mark Spencer of Aurora, Illinois Math and Science Academy finished fourth, and Mike Reichert of Robinson was fifth. In the Double-A discus, Torrey King, a senior from Peoria Woodruff, had the winning throw, 186 feet 3 inches, over 10 feet ahead of his runner-up, Steve Bailing, a senior from Naperville North, who had 176.1. Bryant Young of Chicago Heights Bloom was third, Brian Fenley of Maine South fourth, and Ryan Shea of Antioch was fifth. In the Class A long jump, the winner was Carl Myers of West Chicago Wheaton Christian with a new Class A record of 23 feet 10 3/4 inches, eclipsing the old record of 23 3 1/4 set by Steve Safransky in 1976 and equaled by Jesse Leonard of Madison in the 1988 finals. Lando Long of Cairo was second. Steve Connolly of Luther South finished in third. In the Double-A long jump, Jermaine Brown, a junior from East St. Louis Senior, got his team 10 big points in the team battle with a winning jump of 23 feet 3 1/4 inches. He just edged Carl Long, a senior from Danville, who was second. Scott Lacomiak of Lockport was third. Myron Hickman of Jacksonville was fourth, and Towan Taylor of Moline finished in fifth. In the Class A triple jump, the winner, Steve Conley, eluded our cameras as he won a third triple jump title for the Conley family. Lando Long of Cairo finished in second. In the Class AA triple jump, here is the winner, Dion Simmons from Decatur MacArthur, with his winning jump of 48 feet 10 1/2 inches. Scott Robinson of Crete Monet finished second. Fletcher Davis of Chicago Heights Bloom third. Benny Radford of East St. Louis fourth, and Kenyon Robinson of Naperville Central finished in fifth. In the Class A high jump, Heath Weddle, a senior from Monticello, successfully defended his 1989 state title with a winning jump of 6 feet 8 inches, 1 inch better than Benji Johnson of McLeansboro, who was second. Neil Trentman of Freeburg was third, Ron Kahneman of Bismarck Henning fourth, and there was a three-way tie for fifth. In the Double-A high jump, Jason James, a senior from Mount Vernon who was a state titleist as a sophomore, regained the state crown with a winning jump of 7 feet even today. Tony Marion of Joliet West finished second. Chris Robertson of East Moline United third. Dan Brazy of Granite City fourth. And Travis William of Naperville North finished in fifth. And look at the fine form on this jump by Jason James of Mount Vernon, the state titleist in the Class AA high jump at 7 feet even. And now for the pole vault in Class A. Jerry Oaksis, a senior from Maple Park, Canelan, was the winner with a jump of 14 feet 6 inches. Not quite what he did a couple of weeks ago in his conference where he went on a 14.9 jump, but he was able to defeat Rochester's Mark Morley, who was second. Scott Anderson of Christopher was third, and Chris Diller of Rockford Christian Life finished in fourth. And you will see some great congratulations for a winning jump for Jerry Oaksis of Maple Park, Canelan. And he had a chance to talk with us, and we asked him what it felt like as he was clearing the bar.
I felt that I hit it, but after I landed, it was wiggling and stayed on there, and I was just relieved, I guess you could say, and happy.
Meanwhile, in the AA pole vault, Clint Smothers, a senior from Marion, was the winner with a jump of 15 feet 6 inches, his personal best. He also made an attempt at 16.1, which would have tied the AA record, but did not clear that height. Defending champ John Foskett of Joliet West finished second at 15.3. Chris Prees of Ottawa was third. Brian Rebham of Naperville Central was fourth. And Joe Thill of Berwyn-Cicero Morton finished in fifth. And afterwards, we asked him about the pressure you face when you're in the state finals.
Yeah, it was. I just thought to myself, the one that clears this the first time is probably going to win it. So luckily, I cleared it on my first attempt.
So that's a look at the winners in the field events today at Charleston. We'll be back with the running of the 800-meter run right after this on Sports Channel.
At Lawrence Cadillac, you'll find that luxury is very affordable.
Consider this low price on a new Lawrence Cadillac Coupe de Ville, and choose the Cadillac of your choice from our huge inventory.
And remember, we guarantee you won't find a lower price on any Cadillac anywhere, or we'll give you back the difference in cash.
So test drive a Lawrence Cadillac today in Brookfield, 9540 Ogden, just east of Mannheim, where you always save more money.
The everyday Sport Mart price is guaranteed the lowest in town, or I get the difference in cash. It's the ESP guarantee.
For the way you play.
I'm into running and aerobics, so I go to Sport Mart. They guarantee the lowest prices on the clothes and shoes I use to keep in shape.
For the way you play.
Save on roller derby skates at Sport Mart. The Roller Star is just $39.97. And save on indoor-outdoor gliders inline skates.
Sport Mart. For the way you play.
That's Jeremy Skinner from Shelbyville, who has run 1:56.6. That was the second fastest sectional time. He was second a year ago. And he's the top returnee. He ran 1:56.23 in the finals in 1989. Skinner right now with the lead. And right now running in second from Lena Winslow's Kevin Hoffman. Running third from Clinton. That is Joe Doherty. 54 at the 400 meters.
Thus far, Skinner has led from step one in this race. He ran the first curve all out, it appeared, so he could take the lead and not allow the runners to collapse down on him at the break line.
Kenrick Bond of Low Point Washburn now up in second place. Bond has the second fastest time at 1:56.59, and he did that at Seneca. Now moving up into third place is Brent Rackin of Trenton Westland. He has the fastest time, as I said. He's fell back to fourth, though. It's still Skinner of Shelbyville, followed by Doherty of Clinton, and on his shoulder from Low Point Washburn is Kenrick Bond. But it's Skinner. Jeremy Skinner, who was second a year ago, is trying to hold off the charge of Joe Doherty, a junior from Clinton. 1:55, and it's close for second as Doherty may have been nipped at the wire by Kent Seaver of Marengo. But there's your unofficial winner in the Class A 800-meter run finals, Jeremy Skinner, a wire-to-wire finish, and that is somewhat unusual in a race of 800 meters. Usually it's somebody coming out of the pack with a furious finishing kick, Lee.
Well, he certainly didn't run cautiously. He ran the first 150 meters as though he was on a mission. He took the lead right at the start and never gave it up.
Let's take a look at some of the earlier moments in the race. Right from the start, this is the very first turn. He's on the inside. He has the pole, as it were, and he takes advantage. Everybody will cut for the inside lane at the top of the backstretch, but he sprints out. A gambling move that paid off for Jeremy Skinner.
Well, it certainly gave him plenty of room. He had the lead, but he never relinquished.
And he stays all the way around the track 2 times in lane 1 and says, guys, catch me if you can. They're unable to, and it's a close battle for second. As going right down the end was Doherty. And the stumble may have cost him. Now let's watch it again. Doherty in the brown and yellow, and it looks like it's the youngster from Marengo, Kent Seaver, who got second. Let's go now live to the track as we'll pick up now the AA 800-meter run finals. Among the runners in this heat, Marlon Jones of Bartonville Limestone, the fastest time in the state. In the sectionals, he ran 1:49.9. He was second a year ago at 1:54.59. He is in Alley 3, position 1. You've also got Al Cabot, a great sprinter. There you take a look at Marlon Jones. And Lee, he's definitely the man to beat.
Well, without a doubt.
He did not have the fastest qualifying time, however, but still, he has posted some great numbers. Ran a 1:55.9 early in the season. And then closed with a sub 150 in the sectionals. The gun is up. And as I was saying, you've got Al Cabot, who's known for his furious kicks. He has the second fastest time as he ran 1:53.9 in the sectionals. It was not a good... Well, we've got them heading now for the inside lane at the top of the backstretch. Doug Dodd of Rockford Guilford's on the inside. But moving ahead of the pack is Marlon Jones of Bartonville Limestone. He came in from that third alley with a good angle and has taken the lead.
Well, he was not in any hurry. He made sure he had plenty of room on both sides and eased in to lane 1.
Right now running second, that's Tawan Taylor from Moline. He has a 5th fastest time at 1:55.5. He won the East Moline Kiwanis Invitational with a meet record and the Rock Island Invitational. 54 plus at the first 400 meters. Marlon Jones of Limestone with the lead. Running second right now is Brian Foster of Chicago Young. Tawan Taylor of Moline right now third, and it's a battle for 4th. Moving in the 4th is Doug Dodd of Rockford Guilford. He has run 1:58.6. But heading into the final turn, Marlon Jones, the heir apparent from a year ago with his second place finish, and I don't think anybody's going to catch him.
He's running the type of race I have seen him run several times. He just takes it out and dares you to try to hang with him, and nobody's been able to.
Before the sectionals, he had one of the state's fastest 400-meter times.
Oh, indeed. He's a long sprinter who's moved up to this event very successfully, obviously.
It's going to be close to 150, unofficially 1:59.93 with Taylor third. Check that. Taylor second, Dodd third, and Cabot of York in 4th in the AA 800 meters. And a very happy Marlon Jones of Bartonville Limestone. He was the top returning finisher and claimed the crown here this afternoon in Charleston. There's probably no other feeling like it. It's a goal you've worked for all season long, that something you began working for after last year's meet in Charleston. And just like at Skinner in the Class A, this race used to be considered a distance run. No more.
No, certainly not.
It's a race for sprinters. And what an impressive performance from Marlon Jones, who closes out his career at Limestone with the state championship in the 800-meter run, again unofficially 150.93. And we go to the finish. Finishing strong, he sees the finishing string ahead. Not his fastest time of the year. As second toe on Taylor of Moline, there's Dodd of Guilford third, and Al Cabot of York finishing in fourth in the AA 800 meters. And yes, that's the time to savor the victory. Well earned by that young man, Marlon Jones. Congratulations.
Stop by the booth under the main stands on the west side of the stadium to pick up your official 1990 Boys State.
We're getting set now for the Class A 800-meter relay finals, as there'll be 4 runners, each running a leg of 200 meters, 2 laps total around the track. We've got DuQuoin in lane 1, Chicago Luther South in 2, Greenville's in here in lane 3, Sherrard in 4, Cairo is in 5, Belleville Altoff in 6, St. Anne in 7, Forreston in 8, Chicago Providence St. Mel in 9. You run lanes all the way. Cairo has the fastest time in this event for Class A. Earlier this season, they ran 1:30 flat. They also had the fastest qualifying time yesterday at 1:30.24. We've got 7 of the top 8 performances in the state represented right here in this finals. So this ought to be a dandy. And there are the Cairo pilots. They've been chalking up the points in the relays, and of course, LaBeach Braves winning the 100 and is the odds-on favorite in the 200. For each title, 10 points. That really makes that point total grow higher and higher, Lee. In fact, we might have one of the higher scoring finals on both levels in a number of years. Cairo looking for its 4th title in its last 8 years. The highest point total ever recorded by a Class A champion was 58 points by Cairo in 88. Last year, the pilots lost to St. Anne by 1, 53-52.
Well, at this point, to me, I unofficially have Cairo with 33 points, so they may well be on their way.
They're about to call the runners into the blocks to get this started. They must make sure that the other 2 members of the quartet are ready on the other side of the track, as they now check across the way and all is set as the runners are called into the blocks. Luther South. There you take a look right now, the other side of the track. That is right now the number 2 man for Cairo getting ready. It won't be but a matter of seconds before he'll get into motion and take his turn in the 4x200 meter relay. Luther South, as I said, has the 5th fastest time. They'll have Conley anchoring their leg. Very humid, muggy afternoon. Temperatures in the mid to upper 70s. Wind not a factor. You see the starter in the upper left-hand corner of your screen. He's got to be able to somehow see all the finalists get a fair start. They're all off clean on the first leg. Right now looking strong early is Forreston out in lane 8. There you see the initial leg for Cairo.
St. Anne in the red and white is the defending state champ in this event.
First exchange, Cairo did not have a smooth one, lost some time.
Very poor, very poor.
Sherrard came out strong, so is Forreston in the outside in the red and black. There you see Forreston, the second one over. Also Providence St. Mel. There is Cairo. Of course, they've got a not so secret weapon running the anchor leg. It's Forreston, Cairo, St. Anne. Also Sherrard in the purple over yellow in the middle. Right now, it's looking like Sherrard in 4, Caro in 5, St. Anne out in lane number 7. But now let's watch him turn on the afterburners to LaBeach Graves. He's already moved him in the first place.
I think it's over.
Yeah.
He stays on his feet.
Just marvel, folks, at what a great athlete this man is. LaBeach
Man
Graves
from Greenville, though, is giving him a great shot.
That's Drake Efron of Greenville. Unofficially 130.5, which would not be their fastest time of the year, but good enough to win the Class A state title in the 4x200-meter relay. Great anchor leg by Drake Efron of Greenville.
Outstanding.
Let's go back and see why you can get away with a poor exchange like you're about to see because of that man right there. This was not a good exchange at all.
Of course, Tom, the longer the race, the longer the relay, the more margin for error you can tolerate, and this certainly wasn't pretty.
And watch the final exchange. Caro here is not in the lead, most likely about second or third, but a great exchange there.
It was much better, and of course, at that point, you just want to play it safe. You don't want to do anything to take Graves out of the race.
You just want to step up, knock a fly ball to the outfield, and score the runner. You just want to make sure you don't do anything stupid and just get that baton to LaBeach Graves. Let's try to pick up second. There is Drake Efron of Greenville. And in third, lane 4, Sherrard in the Class A 800-meter relays. Next up on the track will be the Class AA 800-meter relay. And here we are for the AA 800-meter relay. Proviso West comes in with the fastest time. They're in lane 3. They have the 9th best all-time time in Illinois at 1:26.9. There is Joliet West. Terry Johnson scheduled to be their leadoff runner as they're in a tight team battle with East St. Louis Senior and Anthony Kirby. Scheduled to be their leadoff runner. Yes, that is him, number 147. Runners are called to the blocks. Streamwood in 1, Glenbard South in 2, Proviso West with the fastest time this year's in 3, Joliet West in 4, East St. Louis Senior in 5, Waukegan West in 6, Libertyville 7th, Oak Park River Forest in 8, and Rockford East in 9. The top 4 times in the state are right here in the finals. William Anderson, the starter, makes sure they're all set in their blocks. Calls them up.
This is the Class AA 800-meter relay. Streamwood 1.
4 legs, 200 meters each.
Joliet West 4. East St. Louis Senior 5. Waukegan West in 6. Libertyville 7.
They're all relatively even right now, although looking strong on the outside is the initial leg for Oak Park River Forest. But everybody else spaced right about equal. Oak Park River Forest with a terrible first exchange, and it cost them the lead.
East St. Louis in lane 5. Waukegan
East St. Louis Senior, this should be Cortez Nichols.
Waukegan West running well.
And for Waukegan West, that's Joe Rogers. For Joliet West, Rod Chandler.
St. Louis in 5. Proviso West.
The second exchange.
26 and 9 is in third.
Waukegan West.
Now in lane 6, in the green, it's Waukegan West.
Waukegan West right now with the lead. Mario McDonald scheduled to be the anchor leg. East St. Louis Senior with Jay Ashford. Joliet West with Tiamo Drain. It's Waukegan West. But getting to the time just ahead of them was Oak Park River Forest. They've moved in the second. Libertyville's also looking strong. Off the final turn they come. It's Waukegan West. Mario McDonald. East St. Louis Senior. Libertyville right now in third. 128. Oh my.
127 and 7.
Unofficially 127-7. Waukegan West with a big relay win there. And they're becoming a significant factor in the team race.
Mario McDonald is carrying his team right into the team race picture.
There he is right there. The last exchange. Willis Baird to Mario McDonald.
In 5th place, Theo Durham, Chicago Providence.
It's a smooth one. A little early on the lead from McDonald, and he let the trailing man come a little close, but they were being very cautious.
They were. The incoming runner overran McDonald a little bit.
In 2nd place.
And by the time they were nearing the end of that leg, this is what it looked like. A wide margin of victory for Waukegan West, with Libertyville getting second, Jim Duncan, their anchor man, and looks like East St. Louis picked up third. That's 6 big points for them.
Well,
and celebrating the victory, Waukegan West in the 800-meter relay, Class AA level.
Have your attention in the awards area. We have the Class A triple. The senior from Robinson.
Now the Class A 400-meter run finals. A lane assignment. Shane Jones of Robinson's in 1. Kevin Bradley of Rockridge in 2. Madison's Harold Moody's in 3. Rochester's Mark Morley in 4. George Palmer of Monticello's in 5. Gary Demmelmayer of Bloomington Central Catholic in 6. Theo Durham of Providence St. Mel, a sophomore, is in 7. Corey Wheeler of Monmouth in 8. And Jason Verton of Seneca is in 9. Palmer of Monticello ran the fastest time in the state in Class A in the qualifying heats yesterday at 49.1. Demmelmayer had the fastest sectional time at 49.4, and he improved that time to 49.3 yesterday. There you see George Palmer of Monticello. And there is Gary Demmelmayer of Bloomington Central Catholic. Also, Theo Durham of Providence St. Mel, impressive time for a sophomore at Ridgewood. He ran 49.91 on April the 28th. Mark Morley, one of the talented Morley brothers from Rochester, has run 50.02 in the qualifying yesterday, the 4th fastest time. As the starter, William Anderson, calls them to their marks for the Class A 400-meter run finals. Great opportunity here for Rochester to pile up some points. They're going to have a great meet this afternoon.
They definitely are still in the picture for team trophy.
Long hesitation from the starter, William Anderson, before he calls him up. Now he does. One lap around the track, the 400-meter dash. Strong early, Palmer of Monticello. He's already made up the stagger on Demmelmayer. Palmer looking strong, so is Durham of Providence St. Mel out in lane 7. There you see Palmer. They head into the turn, and he'll come off that turn with a rather comfortable lead, but there's still a long way to go. It's Palmer, Theo Durham of Providence St. Mel in 2nd. He just comes into your picture. Coming up on the outside, that's Corey Wheeler of Monmouth. Wheeler bidding for 2nd. Palmer holds on for the win at 50.06, and it's close for 2nd between Durham, Demmelmayer, and Wheeler. The finish line didn't come soon enough for George Palmer, as he was definitely running out of gas at the end, but he had enough of a gap, enough of a lead, to withstand the late charge. George Palmer of Monticello affirms the fact that he is the #1 quarter miler in Class A in the state in 1990. Again, he had a comfortable margin coming off the turn. Demmelmayer struggling. Did not have a good start. Didn't go out early with Palmer, and it cost him. Sophomore Theo Durham impressively. As definitely Durham would be a favorite now in 1991.
Have your attention in the awards area. We have the Class AA.
There's the champion from Class A in Theo Durham. We do want to remind you that Sports Channel brings the debate and discussion from the sports pages to your living room when 4 sports writers defend their columns and opinions on the Sports Writers on TV. The debate begins Monday evening on Sports Channel. Our season never ends.
In 7th place, Hillside Proviso West, 129.48.
Now for the AA 400-meter run. What an interesting story yesterday as Thornton's Lewis Brown was fouled in his preliminary heat, was allowed a rerun, but had to run by himself. That's not easy to do, and he qualified for the finals running solo.
Extremely unusual, but I'll tell you, he had the support of the crowd, running alone, and just a great story.
You've got Eric Evenson of Morrison 1. What a great football player he was. I remember that Class 4A title game against Oaklawn Richards. LeGrant Suggs, who appeared to have been injured earlier, is in this event. He's in 2. There's Brown in 3. Philip Bryan of Waukegan West, a sophomore, in 4. Darrell Mathis of Lockport's in 5. Anthony Jones of Danville in 6. Darnell Jordan of Joliet West in 7. Christopher Pulley, East St. Louis senior, in 8. Don Profit of Conants in 9. Senior has got 2 here in the finals. Joliet West represented. So is Waukegan West. And the runners are called up. This is a pivotal race, perhaps, Lee, for the team title. Their starter, William Anderson. His assistants today, by the way, Jerry Katz of Peoria and Alec Rexroth of Oak Park.
At this point, both Senior and Joliet West are the top 2 teams in the team scoring. Waukegan West finds himself in a position of also challenging for a trophy.
Also, we want to keep an eye on Suggs to see if he shows